Hello everyone. Today I've got for you social anxiety because I have someone who asked me to talk about it to understand how to deal with social anxiety when feeling uncomfortable around people. I would like to tell you something what maybe you are not aware of, but if we are from dysfunctional families, we have wounded and traumatized child, we have social anxiety, and you have it at some level in some way. Therefore today I want to talk about it to help you understand and relate to any problem to do the work. I know that at least understanding what I've got, it's this, brings some kind of relief. So we can do the work, you don't have to, but understanding is the minimum that exactly gives kind of, I would like describe the most, like, wow, okay, at least I understand this kind of relief. Why I said we all from dysfunctional families have wounded child, as we know, and we have traumatized child. When we whole life experience social anxiety, it means that we have anxiety like imprinted in our nervous system. And of course it happened to little us, and this is our traumatized child. So me, like now as a grown-up, when I should function like comfortable with people, feeling relaxed and okay, it's a danger, I know how to protect myself, and that's it, yeah? So this is me who is healthy and function like this. If I am not functioning like this, I experience discomfort, I feel uncomfortable, I feel bad in my body, anxiety, yeah, we talk about symptoms, and in my head, it's of course traumatized little child and me, that people, like general, even being around people, like someone's passing by and that irritates you, you don't know why, or in dealing with specific people makes me anxious. They trigger, so they give signal to my subconsciousness that it's something what I recognize to make me anxious because of the trauma I experienced with my parents. I would like to tell you about some dynamics we had in childhood to cause anxiety in us. Now we know that my anxiety, social anxiety, is anxiety I experience in dealing with people, around people, so-called social anxiety, is my traumatized inner child. And why it's triggered by people? Because it's social. So specific people or generally being with people irritates me, frustrates me, make me uncomfortable, and even more symptoms, sometimes even panic attack. How to deal with this, I will talk at the end. First thing is the dynamic. Because social anxiety has different phases. The first one, phases, if I can say like this, different, it can be experienced differently, maybe I would say like this. Think about your family, and if you experience something what I would like describe like your parents were strangers to you. So they didn't know, because that was their role, to connect with you, to be with you in loving, very kind, warm way, being affectionate, being for child, with child, spending time and talking and making you safe with them. You were safe to approach them anytime, to be with your emotions, the way to learn that my inner state is safe, yeah, inner safety. And this inner safety was impossible if your parents didn't know how to be with you. Like they were anxious by themselves, or cold and distant, and controlling and domineering, and keeping like a try to something to tell you what to do, go, be there, show the direction, and pointing on you, showing what's wrong with you. You didn't connect. So anxiety, the reason of anxiety, what is anxiety? I'm anxious when I'm somehow not safe. I don't know, someone will attack me, something happens. So I'm a little bit nervous, no unease, you see, stress, anxious. Anxious is imprinted in my body when this trauma state, traumatized child. Me with my parents is not safe. So if you were not safe with your parents, and I start with experiencing something like, I don't know how to connect with you. I don't know how to take you and love you and be with you. I can only keep you at distance somehow. And the dynamic can be different from shouting and very chaotic, hectic atmosphere, constant arguing or lashing out at each other. It can be the very frozen one, where parents are like statues and you try this like immense pain. You can't approach the cold statue. Everything is in this dynamic. We don't talk about anything. We brush on the carpet and we learn as a children. So you can't be comfortable with people because you were not comfortable with your parents. You were not safe with your parents and you were not comfortable, relaxed from playing with them, spending time, talking. But when you were strangers, we have nothing to talk. The only way of communication with my parents is like, okay, they talk about their problems, they busy with this and that stuff, and they tell me what to do or not to do. And then as a teenager, I just come back home and say, hi, I'm home, I'm going to my room, and you play games or you learn or something, like what you've got at home. You don't feel like you want to be with your parents. When you sit in front of your dad or mom, it can be different dynamic, like you have nothing to say each other. The only way you know how to be with this person is when the person is telling you, yes, how you have to be. Not saying or like something uncomfortable being with them. So first thing, when we think about social anxiety, we have to think how we are feeling with our parents. If I today see my father and we have nothing to tell each other, because he had social anxiety, he didn't know what to say, how to be with me. He was ashamed of saying I love you, holding, He did show me that it's something very uncomfortable to be with the person, and even more, I don't know what it is to be with the person. So I feel the most safe by myself in my room, still not knowing who I am, but it's kind of the most comfortable, because with people, with my parents, it's uncomfortable. And they make me anxious, even anxious when they are unpredictable, when we don't know what to expect from them. Everything is fine and they don't like one thing and this is their reaction that, of course, makes you anxious, nervous, stress inside. Like maybe you were at your home like keeping the guard. I don't know. It could be any sarcasm or any, verbal offense. Or always pointing, criticizing, finding out. You learn to watch yourself, to think what to say, what not. No, mommy can't find. So you created this anxiety with them. And now it's how you deal with people. It's not safe to be with them somehow. Not for you consciously as adult. But unfortunately, it's already in your subconscious. And you don't know, but from autopilot, like your neighbor is saying, oh, hi, how are you? And you say, good, bye. Like, oh my gosh, run away. You don't know why. Like, you don't feel comfortable. You even don't like that you have to talk to him. Yes? So this can be, I'm talking about different ways of experiencing this. You can have it in a really small amount. But I want you to understand that anxiety, the one we experience whole life, like the person said uncomfortable with people is something what is imprinted in me. It's not what I experience now with people. It's something what my subconscious immediately, when it's a person, recognize as something uncomfortable, making me at unease. I don't know what to expect, so I can't be easy, calm, relaxed, comfortable, because I don't know this state. Additionally, if as a child you had somehow toxic people, even narcissistic parents, some of us have both narcissists. What does it mean? Being with this kind of person makes me, even now being for the moment, uncomfortable, makes me somehow tense or stress, because their energy is toxic, so makes me feel bad. It's the way of looking at you, being with, even their faces, their voice, they scrutinize you, you feel just this judgment that it's something like competing with you or finding the flaw in you. They have this energy. So if you had parents like this, even being with them energetically, they made you anxious, and you embody this. You have it in your nervous system. Anxiety you have. So to deal with anxiety, you have to work with traumatized child. That's the traumatized inner child, to understand, okay? The dynamic could be one that we don't know how to even, this not knowing how to communicate now with people. Some people, even guys, say, I want to go somewhere out and just talk to someone, but it's so dry. I start with small talk and I don't know what to say. I don't know how to talk, because we learn that if I can just come home and it's natural for me to talk about me, my day, anything, like I am just me. It's so smooth. You feel this comfort, this relaxed person that is approaching others, like you feel good with this person. But with you, it's like, I don't know, maybe, what I say, I will look like stupid or something, like you start to control yourself, to watch yourself, and you shut down, baby, don't talk. Some people even don't talk because when you are silent, you mostly make impression that you are, wise or unapproachable, and it's something, unknown in you. And people keep this image. They want to approach other people. But I don't want to show that I am not interesting, that I am just normal. So better to keep this, And some people really, they keep themselves like super, super. I would like to say, even isolating themselves around people. Like it's better to keep myself like unknown, but interesting in this way. When I will open my mouth, they will see that I am just the average one. So I won't be this interesting any longer. We have different mechanisms and we are not aware of. So people even don't know why they do it. When we get to the truth that this is like my strategy I use, they recognize, oh yeah, that's it doesn't make me happy, but at least I keep the image of someone. Because what? Because another reason of social anxiety is when we are insecure. So I'm not safe with my parents, and this is making me anxious. When I don't know who I am, I do not have the sense of myself. I don't accept myself. I don't know who I am. I don't love myself at all. Confidence zero, low self-esteem is below zero. I am anxious. People can find that exactly I am this no one, nothing, not interesting, that I don't know something, so they can point on me like something wrong with me. Therefore, work with self-love, acceptance, with making myself, confident, knowing my value, creating this sense, feeling this sense of myself, makes me more confident to deal with people. I can be afraid of them, so it's the fear of being with people what makes me anxious. So very often we have strategies like we attack first, we use the humor, something like we always keep ourselves at guard. Someone can say something that will shame me, embarrass, or just someone will make me really guilt, and in front of others I can't refuse, and I'm always somehow, in this tension, because being with people is, and your subconscious is waiting for something what will happen, because you expect it, you wait. It's like your subconscious is like, exactly looking for it, even, I would like to say. You have to understand, because maybe you have this anxiety and you are not relaxed and comfortable when you know that you have even watch yourself, or control yourself, what to say, what no. Additionally, you perform. You have to be seen how people expect you to be, in this way or that way, or this, you understand me. So this is me being with people always somehow anxious. So stress, even this performing, cost me something. I can't be me. Another aspect is, of course, what people will say, because the dynamic at home could be that images, everything. So you learn that your parents are the way you know them at home, and they are different people when they meet a neighbor or when they are out. It's always very polite mommy, very good and helping. And then she's coming back and saying, you heard what she said, something, She's a different person. She's talking differently about this person. She was just nice before a moment. Or that who is always dismissing or sarcastic or somehow, toxic and never approachable and unavailable for you emotional. He's such a charming man outside. Different people. But you could learn that me at home, generally we are strangers with my parents. I don't know who I am at my room, just totally lost and lonely. But I can't show it. I have to show that I am somehow someone people expect me to be. Yes, I don't know, polite, good, well-mannered or something, or successful, or somehow impressing them. Because we learn by coping, so mirroring our parents. Like all animals, we children do it, know what they say, but how they behave, we learn it, like observing day after day, 18 years living with them. Now you go out and I don't know, oh my gosh, no, I can't go. I just lost job. What I have to say. So people go and lie, or they feel very uncomfortable that someone can ask, because it's something what they perceive that it's, oh my gosh, shame. Oh my gosh. Or some people say, I'm not coming. No, not coming for this birthday, never ever, I just had something, I don't know, divorced or lost a job. So how I can go to people, No, how? With what? With me? Without a job? You see, where is the anxiety? Of course, one we experience always, where we can find our anxiety is our body. That's obvious. Nervousness, sweating, fast heart beating, or flashes, or tension anywhere, or pain stomach, any you recognize, pins and needles, like your body reacts with anxiety because it's triggered by specific people or generally people. You can find it. Maybe you're okay with people, but people in power trigger in you this child that's traumatized because this parent was always domineering and in control. So some people can trigger in you by even the tone of voice, the way they talk to you, and you immediately belittle to little child. And so the anxiety is in our body, and anxiety is in our head, our anxious thoughts. Like, instead of going to birthday, you start to think, I can't, no, I look bad, no. So this is anxiety. Of course, the anxiety because you care how people see you. So we know how to talk. I allow them to see me how they want. And we have to understand that this is not saying once, every 3 months. Every time you have the thought, you have to say it. And I promise, you will train your brain, and the muscle will be so strong that one day you will think, oh my gosh, I didn't think what they feel. What they think, you didn't think. The thoughts will disappear literally. Like it will be something what your brain just will forget to think. Just say, I allow them to think about me what they want, to say about me what they want. And one day you will feel it. You even will not have to say it, because you will feel it and you will not think what they feel. You will not have this worry, this anxiety, if this is the problem of how people see me. If the one about, attack, like I've been always at home, criticized, they try to embarrass me, shame me, or being with person, like looking in the eyes and talking intimidates me. I can't be like this. And people very often, they don't look in others' eyes. It is the anxiety, yeah? So we see like these traumatized animals that keep their head like this to the wall, and the same as children, we are not able to look in someone's eyes. It's our traumatized child. So what to do with anxiety? First thing to understand is we have to work with this like with fear. So we expose our body to the fear. If we now understand that we are afraid somehow of people, we expose ourselves to people. If we experience that the environment at home was so uncomfortable that all my cell experienced something like I can't stand people around me, you go even walking in the crowd, but not like this, that you don't see anyone and straight home. But here, mindfulness is useful in working with anxiety, like I'm here. Because you have to take your inner child with you as a loving parent now, and show that you are safe, baby. I take you here and there and show you the world, and the world is safe place. Safe. Some people have this anxiety that they can't go by themselves to the restaurant. They have thoughts how it look like me by myself. They are ashamed of going even by themselves. Or they go and they think everyone is looking at me. Very often with anxiety is this impression that you sit on the train or you go to the cafe and you have impression that everyone looks at you. No one is looking, but that's showing me why I feel this discomfort. Public speaking impossible, like me in the spotlight, that will kill me. So people, yeah, or what even more public speaking, me talking to you, so you can judge me now from every corner. I expose myself like judging, criticizing. I will die. I can't do it. So we do the anxiety, exposing ourselves, so our body, we take ourselves from isolation, this comfort zone, to step by step more to people, and we in the same time do the inner talk. So two things, in our head inner talk and body around people. And we say that we are safe, that it's good, that it's just safe, it's amazing to be here. It's something what you want to experience. Why? When you take yourself, like you are outside, coming back from work, or you take yourself, for example, to a cafe, just for a tea, to sit, but not to go home, but sit. Sit, look at people, be in the place, learn your body that being around people is comfortable. One day, your body stops to have all these pins and needles, goosebumps, some nervousness, unease, like discomfort, even that everyone look at me or something. Because when you will talk in the same time, being like you are safe, I feel good, you can write it down, you can talk, that's exactly what you love to do. I have a beautiful cafe and I feel so good. And you learn, of course, you talk to your subconscious and you learn that being outside is amazing feeling, being with people is amazing. So we are aware that we need to talk to our child that being with people is good. No one is touching, staring at me, shouting, I'm safe, yeah? And you repeat it. We remember that the power is in repetition. We have to repeat it. It's good. And mindfulness is being my body, where I have an attention, or maybe someone triggers something in me. And relax your body and say, where is the reason? No reason to be tense, yeah? I'm safe, I'm comfortable, I feel good. And when you repeat, you start to feel relaxed, comfortable, safe and good. So inner talk and exposing your body. Okay? That's for the beginning. At least for today, about social anxiety. Thank you.